Hello everybody, it's Adelaja here, back to you today on the topic of understanding suicide, mass shooting, and depression. Understanding suicide, mass shooting, and depression. Very serious topic, but today I want to talk about how to deal with your negative thoughts. How to deal with your negative thoughts. That's important because without negative thoughts, it's going to be very difficult for depression to have a way to you. And without negative thoughts, you will never think of committing suicide. And without negative thoughts, you will also never think of shooting other people or killing other people. So negative thought is a real issue when it comes to depression and suicide. And that's why we must pay attention to. I've spoken about negative thought disorder or thought disorder, just thought disorder in general. I've spoken about thought disorder, but now I'm talking about how to deal with it, how to deal with the negative thoughts. I have a book. This is one of the best books you will ever read on the subject, how to turn everything negative to positive. But this book is not just talking about thoughts. It's talking about how to turn everything negative to positive. But today, I'm going to be talking about how to deal with your negative thoughts. So, first of all, whenever any negative thought comes to you, you have to challenge that thought. Oh no, let me make that the second one. Let me start by saying, first of all, you have to know that you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are not you. Look at your thoughts always as that neighbor, the neighbor that lives in the other house, but that also has access to come to your house to visit you if you want. If you want, you can open the door for him. If you want, you may not want to open the door for him, but it's just your neighbor. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are not who you are. Your thoughts, you could accept them and make them to become you are, but that's not who you are. You are better than your thoughts. You are bigger than your thoughts. For example, if a thought comes to you now and says that, let's say a thought comes to you and say that you are a bad person, that's just a thought. You know that it's not possible for you just to be bad all the time. There are sometimes when you are good. There are sometimes when people say you are good. But that thing that says you are a bad person, it's just a thought. That's not your thought. So don't accept it as your thought. The fact that it's coming to your head doesn't mean it's your own. So you need to separate yourself and your thought. Your thought is just one thing out of you. You are more than your thought. And also what you should remember about thought is that thoughts are only as a result of what you are hearing, what you are seeing, what you are experiencing, what is happening to you and around you. That's why the thought came. If something else is going to be happening around you, for example, if you say, I am hungry, I have a thought that I'm hungry. Yes, you are hungry, but if you go and eat, you feel full. You are no more hungry. So that thought is not you. That is just what you are feeling at that particular time, but that's not who you are. So we must be able to separate. You know that any negative thought that comes to you and any thought whatsoever that comes to you is just something that came. That is not you. So that also means that you have authority over the thoughts. You have authority over the thought either to receive it or not to receive it, to accept it, not to accept it, or to get rid of it. So that's number one. The next thing you need to know about negative thoughts is you need to always examine the validity of that thought, of that negative thought. Examine the validity of it. That is there a basis for this negative thought? Like, for example, if a thought is coming to you that life is not worth it. Life is not worth it. You have to examine the validity of it. Why is it life is not worth it? Oh, because maybe I'm not married, or because I don't have children, or because my husband died, or because I failed my exams. Okay, but life is bigger than that. Life is bigger than what I am living right now. Life is bigger than what I'm experiencing right now. Life is given to me by God. and he has a purpose for life. So life is bigger than what I'm experiencing right now. Always, so question that negative thoughts. Challenge that negative thought. Query that negative thought. Query the validity of that negative thought. A thought could come to you that you are not loved. Just because you are not married or your boyfriend left you. You are saying, oh, nobody loves me. But you have a mother that cares for you. You have a family that loves you. You have somebody that is interested in you. Or maybe you say, oh, my family people, nobody understands me, everybody is against me. All right? But you have a boy or a girl that is interested in you. So don't let the negative thought that is coming to you to define you. And that is what the negative thought always wants to do. It wants to come and define you. No, don't let that define you. Somebody could say, oh, I am fat, or I am ugly. Well, your body is not you too. So if you might be fat or ugly, as you said, but ugly is not your body. Your body doesn't define who you are. Somebody that is fat in the body might be the sweetest and the kindest of persons. You might be the most loving person around. So you are beautiful inside, in your character, in your essence. Your essence is beautiful. But this is one of the major challenges for people who go through depression and who suffer suicide. They accept their thoughts as if that is who they are, as if that thought is their own. No, Satan could suggest thoughts for you. Satan could put thoughts in your head. Demons could put thoughts in your head. Circumstances that are happening in your life could put thoughts in your head. What you see could put thoughts in your head. What you hear could put thoughts in your head. What you are touching, what you are experiencing right now could put thoughts in your head. But that doesn't mean that is who you are. You need to challenge the validity of every thought, because that is not who you are. You are a spirit being. You are more than your thoughts. So that is those are the first two things that are very, very important for you to know. The next point you need to know to deal with your negative thoughts: love yourself. Know that you are you. If you don't love yourself, it will be difficult for other people to love yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself. Be at peace with yourself. Next point. When thoughts are coming to you, normally those thoughts are always coming to destroy you, especially negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are coming to you to break you down, to destroy you, to discourage you, to do something to make you dislike yourself. Well, since you are not your thoughts, be kind to yourself. Learn to be kind to yourself. Be yourself's defender. Don't be yourself's destroyer. Be your own self-defender. Protect yourself. Defend yourself. Be a friend to yourself. Don't let, so be kind to yourself. Do yourself some good gesture. Compliment yourself. Encourage yourself. Clap for yourself. Applaud yourself. Welcome yourself. Be kind to yourself. When you are kind to yourself, it will be easier for you to be kind to other people. Next point. It will help you. This other point also will help you deal with negative thoughts. Show gratitude to yourself. Practice gratitude to yourself and to others. Appreciate yourself. That's what it means. Appreciate yourself. When you appreciate yourself, you'll be able to appreciate others. When you are kind to yourself, you'll be kind to others. When you love yourself, you'll be able to love others. When you are grateful to yourself, you'll be able to be grateful to others. So these are your strengths. These are the way for you to develop your strengths. And that is another thing you want to do, as somebody. That's another way you want to deal with depression. Focus less on your negative traits. Focus less on the negative things that are in your life. Focus more on your strength. Find out your strengths. Define your strengths. Make a list of the things that are working out for you. make a list of the things that are good in you and about you, and picture them, fall in love with them, embrace them. So now, that is the first part of the things I want to talk to you about. The second thing I want to talk to you about is know that there is something that is called the battle of the mind. That battle of the mind is between you and your thoughts. So your thought is the enemy in this case, especially when those thoughts are negative. It's a battle of the mind. You are in a fight, in a battle with thoughts, with your thoughts. Those thoughts are coming to destroy you. Those thoughts are coming to kill you, and you must define your enemy. If you don't define your enemy and you take your enemy to be your friend, it will destroy you without even you noticing it. So know that the negative thoughts are your enemy. And since they are your enemy, you are not going to be friendly with it. You are going to run away from it. You are going to despise it and say, no, this is not me. And that's what thoughts want. They want you to know, to feel that that's who you are. So don't accept it. Don't accept the definition of your thoughts. Don't accept what those thoughts want you to think about yourself. Think about yourself, the truth, especially about the Word of God. And that's why we need the Word of God in this sense. Think the positive word of what God says about you. And if you're a believer, you've read the Bible, God has promises and positive things to say about us. Embrace that. Let me tell you another secret that will help you to overcome negative thoughts. You see, normally when negative thoughts come to us, it comes from the first person's as a first person, as it is, as if it's coming from you. So, for example, you want to go out to church, and the thought comes to you, I'm going to be ugly. I'm going to be the ugliest in that church today. I'm going to be the most ugly in the church today, or the most unattractive in the church today. I'm going to be the worst dressed person in the church today. I'm not going to look attractive in the church today. Everybody's going to see me as ugly. Well, a strategy for you to overcome that is to separate yourself from that thought by rephrasing that thought that just came to you. Rephrase it. So you can just say, I am this, this thought is coming to me today. Instead of you to say, I am going to be the most ugly in the church today. I'm going to be unattractive in the church today. I'm going to be the worst dressed. Remove the I from it. It's not I who will be the worst dressed person in the church today. You will just say, this thought is coming to me. This thought wants to come and get me, that I'm going to be the worst dressed person. This thought is coming to me that I will be the most ugly person. This thought is coming to me that, that I will not be accepted. Everybody is going to see me as ugly. Or I'm having this thought. It's not me. The thought is coming to me. I'm having the thought. The thought is pushing itself at me, but this is not me. So separate yourself, reframe your thought process. That, because when you use your I am the one, it means you are owning it. You are owning that thought. But don't own it. Disassociate yourself from it. Separate yourself from it. Frame it in a different way. Frame it in differently that it is that, you remember I told you about the neighbor, that it is that neighbor, it is that enemy that is bringing the thought to me, but it's not my thought. Separate yourself, reframe the thoughts. So that is one of the ways for you to separate yourself from the negative thoughts that are coming to you and not own them. Don't possess them. Don't make them your own. Another way you could destroy and lessen the impact of negative thoughts on you is for you to turn it into a joke. So let's say the thought is saying that you are going to be the hugless person in the church today. You say, look, oh, look at what this one is trying to tell me. You're trying to tell me I'm going to be the hugless? You see, I'm going to show you. I will show you who I am. I'm going to, even because of that thought you are bringing to me, I'm going to turn it into a challenge, turn it into a humor, turn it into a laughter. Laugh over that thought. Laugh over the thought. Humiliate that thought. Humble the thought. Push the thought down. Then there are sometimes situations when a thought that you have tried to get rid of keeps on coming to you. If it is a recurring thought, that keeps on coming to you, just look at it as that your neighbor that is trying to get to you, that is coming to you. Lock your door. Lock your door. It's like somebody is coming to knock at your door. It's your choice to open the door or not to open the door. You just see that your thought as your neighbor that is coming, and you lock the door. You are not even going to get out of the bed. That is the way to treat your thought. You treat it as if it's a stranger. Treat it as if it's a nagging neighbor that you don't want to see. And you are not even going to bother yourself to think about it, to get out of the bed, to open the door. You don't want to open the door. You don't want to get that person to come your way. That's the same way you talk about you look at the thoughts that are coming to you, that I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to give it any space or time or privilege to be able to, because once you begin to have conversation with that thought, then it has entrance into your life. Then it begins to come and nag you. Now, but if you also, another thing that you could do in a practical way is that you might want to put down and write down some of the negative thoughts that keep on coming to you. Write them down and ask yourself, what situations do they come to me, these thoughts? At what situation? What makes them to come? Because thoughts come to you as a result of what you see, what you hear, what you experience, what you taste, what you touch, so things that happen to you. So examine it. What are the things that I'm seeing that is making these thoughts to keep on coming to me? What are the things I'm hearing that is making this thing to come to me? What are the things I'm experiencing? So, but what you need to change first, change the experience, change the thoughts, change what you are seeing. To change the thoughts, change what you are hearing. To change the thoughts, change what you are seeing. To change the thoughts, change what you are feeling. Change the source through which that thing is coming to you. So that way, when you have the source that is already different, the negative thing cannot remain. So, help yourself by writing those things down. Once you write them down, it will be easier for you to be able to strategize how not to come under the influence of those things anymore. Now, I want to give you some practical examples about how you can turn negative thoughts to positive ones. Let's say you have children you are a mother and your children are driving you crazy. Normally what the mother says is, these children are driving me crazy. Change that to become like, thank God I'm blessed with children. I'm blessed with these children that are giving me a lot of work. These children are giving me a lot of work. But there are some people who don't have children. So I'm blessed with the children. Focus on the blessedness of the children rather than the craziness or the problem that they are giving you. Somebody could say, my house is in a mess, or my life is in a mess. But some people don't have a house. So thank God I have a house. Even though there are a lot of mess in this house, but thank God I have a house. Somebody who says, my life is in a mess. Well, I need to put a lot of order in my life, But thank God that I'm not in a psychiatric hospital, that I can still see the mess in my life, and I can see the things that I could correct. A lot of people cannot see anything that they could correct. A lot of people say, oh, somebody could say there is a lot of laundry to do. I have a lot of things to wash. And yes, what about people who have just one cloth? So start by saying, oh, thank God I'm blessed with so many clothes. Now I need to be washing them. So somebody could say, okay, a lot of dishes, a lot of dish to wash. We need a lot of dirty dishes to wash. Well, if we have a lot of dirty dishes, that means there are a lot of food we have to eat. God has blessed us with food. And that's why we have a lot of dishes to wash, because God is providing for us a lot of food to eat. Let's say you have a lot of people disturbing you, too many people are disturbing you, a lot of noise in your house or around you, family noise, drama. Turn it to positive. Appreciate the fact that you have even people in your life. There are some people that are so lonely they don't have anybody in their lives. So appreciate God and say, oh, thank God I have all these people in my life. Oh, thank God. It's better that I have them than I don't have them. Only now I have to manage and get my space and my time, and I have to manage to be able to have my own privacy. Let's say somebody that you love is hurting you, someone that you love, but the person is bringing pain to you. Well, you have to appreciate the fact that, thank God that at least I have somebody in my life in the first place. And secondly, you have to see the things that they are doing to you and say, okay, they are bringing pain and hurt into my life, but those things are to strengthen me and make me wiser. So I'm going to build a relationship in a way that the blessing of this person will not just be bringing me pain. Let's say you have toilets and your toilet is dirty, or you need to wash toilet, you need to clean your toilet all the time. Well, appreciate the fact that you have even toilets. In my country where I come from, only 15% of people have toilets in their houses. So appreciate the fact that you have water system, you have plumbing. So through gratitude, that gratitude will spur you now to go and clean out what you need to clean, because other people don't even have the toilet in the first place. Let's say you are overweight, or you are fat, or you are big. Just tell yourself that, thank God that my body is alive and functioning. There are a lot of people who are lying in bed, in hospital bed, they cannot even stand up. So thank God that at least I'm healthy, I have my health, I have my life, my body, and now I just need to work on it. And because if you are fat, it means that you have a lot to eat. And a lot of people don't know, they don't even have what to eat. So I can eat less and lose some weight. So that's what I'm saying. Be in charge of your life and know that your thought is not you. You can manage, you can dominate, you can rule over those thoughts. That's the idea. Well, I think that will be all I need to tell you today, and I want to appreciate you for being with us today. Please go and join our mentorship program by going to sundayadelajablog.com/mentorship. If you want to join our Nigerian team, go to sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria. You can get my books on Amazon or on Kindle Unlimited for free. You can also read my books on okadabooks.com. Those are electronic books. You can get the physical books by going to DSA Books Planet, dsabooksplanet.com. Or you can write to our office and get the books in bulk and cheaper by writing to dsasbooks@gmail.com. dsasbooks@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Peace.